Hi YouTube viewers, this is Fern from the House of Glamour. We are going to do a weave today using a curlier hair by Remy. It's a saga hair. It's called the Indian Remy. She wants to get this effect on her hair. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this hair. It comes in different stages. So you got the 8, the 10, the 12, and the 14. And what we're going to do is we're going to just use some of this. We're not going to use all of it. We're going to use the 8 for the top. So when it draws up, it'll be short and curly around her face. And we're going to use the 12 and the 14. Okay? So what you want to do when you get this hair, because they say it goes curly, I like to just wet it a little bit to get some kind of general idea of how the hair is going to look when it gets wet, when the curls come in. So I just wet this little piece of it here. And it looks like it's straight, so what I would do is keep fiddling with it for a little bit and keep playing with it for a little while and watch it curl. It should start curling up. Just scrunch it up in your hand for a bit just to see if it gives you what you're looking for. So just a quick idea. This one's still wet, so quick idea. We did it with the 14 and this is what we got. This is what it comes out to looking like. So then we want to see if it's going to fall at the length that she wants. So it's going to look right about there. Because if you do it dry, look what you're going to get, length. Once you wet it, get that idea, now you know where you're going, so it'll be good. All right, so we're going to start weaving this in, and we'll be back to show you how we're making progress on her hairstyle she wants. What I'm doing is I'm adding the 12-inch to the 14, so I can have the length, because it's going to actually start changing for her. So we're going to start sewing that in there, and then we'll start giving her that fullness and show her that body all over the place. Okay, we'll be back. So as I was saying, I'm just putting the 3 layers. I'm using 3 layers of 2 layers of 14 and 1 of 12. So I'm getting ready to start building myself up around here. So I'm at this point here. What I'm doing is I'm just going to take this hair and I'm going to just roll it right tight, really close to this, because we're going to leave this out so it'll make it look like she has like a part in here. So, and then I'm just going to stitch it down through all thickness right inside there. So it'll actually, and then we want to kind of lay it so it'll lay flat. Okay, and this is what we're trying to get. We're just trying to get this to that point like that, just so it'll be nice and flat right there on this part of her hair. Okay, I'll be back. This is the final part we're doing. This is the 10-inch, and I'm taking some of the 8-inch, and I'm actually putting it right over top of the 10-inch because we're going to make it really full up in here with a lot of curl. And if you noticed, I'm going from side to side right now, and what I'm doing is I'm actually going across, and then I'll take and I'll start curving that around, but I'll get to that in a second. So I'm going to show you that in 1 second. I'm going to just get across this track here. Okay, so I told you I was going to go around. So what I'm doing is I'm going around as I'm curving this. And I'm going to watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and flip this. Go up inside there. I take the thread again. I'm using like a super thin fine thread. It's driving me nuts. Okay, there we go. And then I'm actually doing that. Some of you probably already are doing that. And then I'm going to just take this and I'm just still keeping it curved. Still keeping that curved, and I'm just bringing it in just so, but you don't want to pull her brains out, so you want to make it flat enough but not too tight. And all I'm doing is securing the end right there. If you notice, watch that, I'm going to just try to secure that. See there? Okay, see I made that real flat right there on the end, and then I'll start picking up right here. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, the 8-inch now. This is the final part of her hair section we're doing. And we're just going to continue using up this hair here. and this 8-inch, and we're going to go right over top of that so we can give her some shorter hair toward the front. Okay, so what we decided to do was put the closure in the top to kind of seal up all this up in the top in here. So, but we're still going to make it where she can split it a little bit. I'll show you that closure in a second there. There's a little tiny closure that comes with the Saga hair in the pack. So this is our closure, this little piece right here. And all I'm doing is taking this hair and I'm attaching it right to the closure. I usually put it underneath the hair and the net underneath the bottom. So, and we'll just continue to do this all the way around until we're done here. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to continue closing up this closure, and then we'll show you the finished results of this. Okay, so we're just closing up her little section right here, so she could have, if you want to swing it back a little bit, but I'll show you what I mean in a second here when we style her. After we get her all set up and stuff, we'll show you how that'll look. Okay, so this is the last piece that we're doing. I'm taking that little piece here, and I'm actually going to turn it this way in. And just turn it in. And then we're going to take and just connect that hair into that, so she can have like a opening for her hair to swing slightly to the side, like it'll be a part. See how that's making her a little opening right there? It'll be nice and neat. And we're just going to make sure you tack that down pretty good so that doesn't pop up. You want it to be flat. Flat as you can get it. As we did this piece here, we made that flat. We connected it with this and came all the way around. And we did this and we just swooped it right around. Okay? Just the weaving part, okay? So braiding it with the 14, the 10, and the 8, and we did throw a couple pieces of 12 in here to give her some more different volume. And I braided from ear to ear, and then I went inside and braided as I was showing you earlier. I took and braided side to side, but then I curved it just enough to give those different dimensions on the sides. Now we're going to wet her down, and we're going to watch her curl up. So this is going to take a little while. So we'll just start wetting her up, and then we'll come back with the absolute finish. But this hair is a wet and wavy hair. Okay, so this is what's happening with the product. It's actually beautiful. It's wet. The water's making it curl up quite faster than we thought it would do. So it's moving really fast. This is our finish. Very curly with water. Saga wet and wavy. And beautiful. This hair is called Saga Wet and Wavy. It's from Sam's Beauty. You can get that online. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Fern from the House of Glamour. Bye.